Hello again from my front porch. What an interesting couple of days it has been. Well, I mean, first of all, we had this big, winter storm Bruce that came through the Midwest and clobbered some parts of the Midwest. Fortunately, not my part of the Midwest. Bruce was nice and went south. Now, Bruce was not nice to the areas where Bruce went, but Bruce was nice to me. So, just completely selfish. Thank you, Bruce. Appreciate your consideration, because I had to drive to Omaha and back yesterday, and the way was completely clear because Hurricane Winter Storm Bruce had not hit there. So it was good. So yesterday I had to drive over to our Omaha office to do some training and then drive back. And then last night I drove up to Ames to watch Iowa State men's basketball game, because I had tickets from Waldinger to go use for really great seats. In fact, really fantastic seats. I really enjoyed being able to watch the game that close. Got to see some really great plays, and in fact, let me share a few of them here with you, because I think some of these, they really illustrate the value of Hilton Magic. And realistically, there's one clip here I just have to show you that I shot some footage. But one I just have to show you of where there was a good play by the Cyclones down at their end, but then they took the ball. The other team, Omaha, took the ball down court to their basket, and try as they might with multiple attempts, they could not get that ball in the hoop. So, see, the Hilton Magic, it works two ways. It helps the Cyclones. It does not help the visitors. So in the end, the Cyclones, they won. They did. Now, I shouldn't say as you would expect, because sometimes they don't win. But yeah, they definitely won the game last night. It was a little bit lopsided, but there were times when the visitors put up a fight, but yeah, it didn't last very long. I also got to take to the game a friend of mine that I know through work, Michelle Ashlyn, that I met her through a Master Builders of Iowa event. She actually works with Turner Construction, who is overseeing the whole big Facebook projects and all that stuff, and works with workforce development with those folks. So you can understand how we would have connected, since I'm on the workforce development board and she does workforce development with that. But she also finds the same thing I find now with my new title of talent development manager, that a lot of people, a lot of vendors especially, interpret those terms as to mean that there is an HR emphasis in those. And in fact, I don't have any HR responsibilities that I do, and she has very few that she does. And so, but still, the content, the people, vendors especially, see those titles and go, "Oh, well, this person must work with it." No, actually I don't. But thank you for playing. Anyway. But she had never been to Hilton Coliseum. She'd never seen Iowa State play. She'd never been to something like that. And so, I hadn't been there in ages, years since I last saw an Iowa State basketball game. And even then, I think it was an Iowa State women's basketball game. So I don't even remember when I last saw an Iowa State men's basketball game. So it was fun. I was excited to get to go. And when I found out that she had no experience with the Cyclones and even being at Hilton Coliseum, was like, well, we have to fix that. And so she went along and braved the cold, because even though we got good parking with the tickets that we had, still there was nowhere you could park last night that you didn't get half frozen getting up the door. Plus me being Mr. Hey, we don't want to be late getting there. We got there we got there about 10 minutes before the doors open. So we got out of the car, walked up, hustled up to get to get in, and there's a little crowd standing outside freezing, because they don't open the doors apparently until 6 o'clock. And so here are all of us standing outside going, oh, I guess. Meanwhile, there's people on the other side just stand there looking at us from inside the nice warmth. And one guy was even in the warm area with earmuffs on and everything. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. We're out here shaking and freezing because we didn't realize the doors were open, and you're wearing earmuffs inside the Anyway. they finally opened and we got in, and it was great. But yeah, so the Cyclones won, and that was a great time. And again, because Winter Storm Bruce had gone south instead of north, no problems driving back and forth to Ames either. So yay, that it all worked out really well. And so now today, here on Tuesday, I actually took a little time off in the afternoon to take care of some errands. I had to pick up some accoutrements, some things I'm using for a training session I'm doing for Master Builders of Iowa on Thursday. I'm leading a workshop for them back up at Ames. I'll be back up there to facilitate this workshop thing with them, and I needed some supplies for that. So I had to do a little hunting around Des Moines to find just the right stuff that I wanted. And so I did that. While I was out, I thought, you know what? It's a great time to get some other things. I really needed to get the oil changed in my car and filters changed, both the cabin filter and the engine air filter. Both of them needed badly changed, and so got those done while I was out. And then also went into, I thought, you know what? I should get the car wash. I was noticing inside that it needed cleaned inside my car, detailed inside especially. So I found that there's this place, what was it called? Mr. Hot Wash or something, Mr. Car Wash, Hot Wash. Maybe it's just Mr. Car Wash when it says Hot Wash underneath. Anyway, it's out on University Avenue in West Des Moines. It's right where University Avenue and 86th Street run into each other. It's actually called something else. I don't think it's called 86th Street at that junction point, but whatever. But you go out there, you find it, and that is a really cool place. They've got some fun stuff there for a kid like me, big kid like me. Because you go in, and one of the first things you see is as you're watching your vehicle come through, and of course I was keeping an eye on Lola going through the whole chain, because they have these big windows. You can go in there and you can watch out and watch it going through the whole thing, because they do their detailing outside. The people do some detailing, wiping down stuff, and then they drive it up and put it in, and then it gets hooked into the track, so nobody has to actually be in the car. It just gets taken through, and then on the backside they wipe things down. But as it's going through, at the initial thing, I did find there was this. I thought it was kind of fun. There's this gun there that allows you to be able to be a part of the show. I was having way too much fun with shooting the water cannon gun at cars. I was shooting some other cars, and I realized, wait a minute, I should wait for Lola and help wash Lola off. So that was fun, and then because I went for the full boat, the full deluxe thing. If I'm gonna pay to have someone do all that stuff, do it right. So I had them do the whole shooting match, and so as it goes through with each different stage, it's doing the different soaps and the different foams and things. They're also different colors, and so it's very colorful. It's very festive, and so that was kind of fun too. I suppose one sign of me getting older is the fact that it's something like going through a car wash like that is something I find exciting. But no, now that I think about it, little kids like that too. They get really excited about that kind of stuff as well. So maybe it just proves that deep down I am still just a little kid. But so then they made it through the whole thing, and they wiped the whole thing down outside, did a great job. It was fantastic. And I tell you, I got inside, driving back home here, that car, it runs smoother with those filters all changed and the fluids all changed, but the filters especially. It runs better, and it smells incredible inside with all the wiping down they did, and then also the filter changing for the fresher air. But it smells like a new car. So Lola got a good makeover. She's feeling pretty good now. So anyway, that's been fun. I enjoyed getting to do a little bit of that kind of stuff because, as you see, the sun is still shining in my face, because outside we're back to grass outside. Now I'm sure this isn't going to last long. I'm sure eventually we're going to get some snow. But as I've observed many times, we have not yet seen snow anywhere near the levels that we used to see. And from all predictions, it doesn't sound like we'll see it again this year. It sounds like this winter they're predicting it's going to be cold, but they're not really predicting that it's going to be heavy in terms of snowfall. We will still get snowfall, but just not like big, massive over your head kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens. But speaking of that, I do have to make plans in the next week or so here. I still have to get new tires for my car. I have to get better tires, at least for my car, because the treads on my car are not winter treads at all. And so I don't want to be fighting with that all winter long as it starts getting really nasty out now. So you got that to look forward to. Yay, more money to spend. Merry Christmas to me, new tires. Oh, anyway, all right. Well, I just wanted to stop, check in with you and say hi and share with you some of these fun little goofy adventures I've had. Now I'm going to go get the stuff prepped ready that I found, the stuff for my session on Thursday, and start getting some of that stuff together and making sure I got all my ducks in a row, that I'm all ready and practiced for that presentation on Thursday. Actually, not presentation, workshop, because I'm actually having them do some things, guiding them through some stuff. I'm not just standing up there just spouting stuff to them. I'm going to be telling them about how to do a good on-the-job training program, of course, by structuring it. And I'm going to talk to them about how to be an effective mentor in an on-the-job environment as well. And one lucky winner will indeed walk away with a free copy of Learning While Working. I should have had a copy of the book here. Learning While Working. But anyway, so that's all coming up here on Thursday. I'm excited about that. So I need to go in and get ready for it too. All right. So with that, I'll let you go, and I'll see you all next time from my front porch.